everyone, it's the 23rd of February 2025 and it's Sunday and I'm sitting under a beautiful shade of the cool coconut tree. And sitting under this tree, I'm prompted to do a small video on the fact that plants have life. Has anybody of you ever read Indian Express newspaper of 2 years ago? Of the 7th of May 2023, I think. It was a NEET exam day, and that day the Indian Express magazine had put up an article stating that plants have life when it was discovered, because at that time it was something that was doing the rounds. So in that it was specifically stated that J.C. Bose had discovered the fact that plants have life. When you say plants have life, what does it mean? Plants have emotions and feelings just like we do. If somebody comes and attacks us, what do? We scream, right? Just like that, if you go out to cut a tree or something like that, or maybe damage its leaf or anything at all, then it would scream. How does it scream? Can we hear it? No, we can't, because it is inaudible. It's of the supersonic range. We can only hear that with special devices. So J.C. Bose had discovered this. So if a plant screams when it is in pain, does it give out some other sound when it is happy? Of course it does. When it is happy, it is calm, which means it would just produce one tuck, tuck, that kind of a noise in 1 hour, in 1 hour. But when it is in pain, the frequency of the occurrence of this noise increases, which means you get to hear tuck, tuck, tuck if you use any devices. And let me remind you, since plants produce these kinds of rhythmic sounds, it is very closely associated with even classical music or any kind of music. Has anyone ever noticed that plants actually flower better, give seeds better, give fruits better when you make them hear music? That is because it responds to anything that is rhythmic. Anything rhythmic, music is really good for the plants. So in classical music or anything at all, any kind of music, like anything that has a cyclical repetition, like in classical music, after the 7th note, there is a repetition of the first note itself, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Just like that, if there is any repetition, it actually does better. So that's it for the short video about plants by somebody crazy about plants.